Welcome to NKTelco Sports, presented by Grand Lake Health. We're here at Marion Local High School this evening to bring you high school girls basketball, where tonight the New Knoxville Rangers are in town to take on the Marion Local Flyers. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by American Trim, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meats, NKTelco, Frost Roofing, Hometown Opportunity, Minster Bank, Ply Gem, Precision Strip, Schwederman's Pharmacy, New Knoxville Supply, and Ferguson Construction. Happy to have you with us tonight, folks. We're here at Marion, as we said, at the hangar, where the 4-0 Flyers are going to host the 2-2 Rangers. This is what they call in today's technology 2.0, Jeff.
Yeah, both these teams met just not too long ago at the Bath Tip-Off Classic, and Marion Local beat New Knoxville that day in overtime. So a very close battle. They prevail with a very close win against the Rangers, 43-39, and the night before they beat Lima Senior, did Marion Local Flyers 44-38. And have won 2 games since that time, beating Lima Shawnee and Van Wert handily, so they're off to a nice start. The Rangers, on the other hand, you mentioned, already lost once to these Flyers in a non-league game at the Bath Tip-Off Classic, but lost the night before to the host school, the Bath Wildcats, a bigger school, WBL school, and were basically one possession away from that. Had a chance to win it at the end of regulation, couldn't get it done. Lost that game, then lost to Marion Local in overtime, but have rebounded back since that time with 2 straight victories, a good win against a Spencerville team that's pretty decent, and took care of Houston the other night, 57-33. So New Knoxville is 2-2. They're within a possession or 2 possessions of being 4-0. Marion Local, on the other hand, 4-0. A great start for them here. The first league game of the season between these 2 squads.
Yeah, besides the Lima Senior New Knoxville game, Marion has also played Shawnee, and they beat them by 18, and they beat Van Wert by 18. So they've got a nice repertoire of scoring. They've got 3 girls in double figures. The Rangers only have 2, but the teams are very similar. They played last spring in the tournament time. So, but that's over with, and there's graduations take place. But basically, these 2 teams are pretty evenly matched on paper. Should be a great game. As we said, this is version 2.0, and was talking to Coach Stribe earlier tonight, and she said, this is there's a possibility they could go 3-0 because we've been playing each other in the tournament as it goes. So we'll be back in just a few minutes with the tip-off and the starting lineup. So stay with us. We'll be right back.
At Joint Township District Memorial Hospital, your comfort and care is our #1 priority. Our surgical nerve blocks are a great way to reduce pain and can be used for arm, shoulder, hip, knee, ankle, and foot surgeries. The nerve blocks decrease the stress of surgery on your body, requires less anesthesia and pain medications, and in many cases can offer relief for several days. Visit grandlakehealth.org for details on all of our services.
American Trim's story started in 1951, and our long family legacy continues today. We are a 3rd-generation family-owned business with locations in Sydney and Walpaugh, and we're hiring for manufacturing positions on 1st, 2nd, and 3rd shifts. Part-time and full-time positions are available for entry-level and skilled individuals. Please apply at www.amtrim.com or in person. American Trim is a proud sponsor of high school sports and our communities. Come be part of our story.
Okay, we're back at the hangar, and as you can see, they're already introducing the starting lineups. And on the floor right now, coming out are Jacqueline Leffel, number 4, a forward. Number 5, Morgan Leffel, a forward. Number 30, Meg Jurasic. Number 32, Ellie Gable, is going to be the point guard. And number 3, Taylor Newman, another forward. The Rangers are coached by head coach Tim Hagemeyer and assisted by Court Flitterjohn and Matt Gable. For the Flyers, the leading out will be number 10, Heidi Ruthman. And number 20 to follow will be Olivia Demange. And number 23, Sammy Holscher, will be a guard. Then I believe we'll have number 24. Check that. They went number 32, Brooke Holman, a forward. And I think to round out the starting lineup will be number 24, Elena Pullman. It is as she steps on the floor. And that will be, and the Flyers are coached by head coach Beth Stribe, and she is assisted by let's see Treva Fortkamp and Maria Moeller. So there's your coaching staffs to go with your squads. 4-0 Flyers taking on the 2-2 Rangers. This is a conference game. Now let's go to the keys to the game quickly. Brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. First of all, New Knoxville wants good checkouts, and they want better offensive shots. Coach Hegemeyer was extremely upset the other day with their shooting, especially in close to the basket. He thought it was more throws than shots, and he wants them to cut down on the turnovers. We'll get Marion Flyers here. Okay. Flyers want to exhibit good ball pressure, especially on defense now. And they want to rebound at both ends so that they aren't getting beat on the glass. And they want good spacing on offense. Had a little trouble with that, not having good spacing. There's a shot attempt and blocked, but caught by the Rangers. So possession stays with the Rangers as Gable has out on top, and it goes over to Morgan Leffel. And there's a shot by Gable, rebounded by the Flyers. I think Brooke Holman grabbed the rebound. She did.
Sammy Holscher had to block the first block, if you will, against Gable, against a three-point shot. She, now her third block of the season, she leads the Flyers. Elena Pullman behind her with 2 blocks, but Holscher and Pullman both lengthy, athletic, long athletes, and can cause shooters a world of difficulty with their defense.
A shot taken there on the right side, it was a little bit long. Rebound by Holscher. Move it all the way around up on top of the team, and Elena Pullman steps out to start the offense again. They look inside. There's Pullman with a turnaround and in.
She did a super job posting up. She's wide. She gets low to the ground, and New Knoxville chooses to stay behind her. And when she catches it, she's pretty good at finishing, and did so in her first attempt. She averages 12.5 points a game, their leading scorer.
The Rangers try a dump pass there that's picked off by Demange, and she brings it up the floor. Now go over to Holscher. Holscher's a lefty. She has an advantage almost because we don't see that many, and she's a smooth point guard. So there she traveled. After I make a nice comment, she runs with it before she lays it on the floor.
She's very quick, and if she can control that, she's very dangerous. Once in a while, her mind gets a little bit faster, if you believe it or not, than her feet. That time, or just backwards. Her feet a little bit quicker than her mind, and but she at times, when she's in rhythm, she's tough to stop. You mentioned the left hand is a little bit different for girls to see, and she's strong, and more importantly, she's quick with the ball, tough to defend.
Morgan Leffel driving baseline, stops, puts it up, gets her own rebound, puts that up. And as they try to kick it out, it's knocked away by the Flyers, so it'll stay with the Rangers. So
a couple offensive rebounds for New Knoxville here in their first 2 possessions. They've been unable to score. Last possession with turnover, but the possessions 1 and 3, both multiple looks at the basket. There's a backdoor cut.
And a scoop up that doesn't quite go. Rebound by Jacqueline Leffel as she follows up on the Gable shot for a stick back. So 2-2 the score here with Flyers coming across the timeline with the ball.
Rangers already with 4 offensive rebounds here in the first 2.5 minutes, and they convert that one into the points.
There's a nice move right there by Holscher. As I said, she took it all the way to the glass.
10-point a game average for Sammy Holscher, and I mentioned that's the kind of stuff she does. She's strong, she can split defenders, and she can finish with, in this case, like a scoop shot. Doesn't always have a clear wide open layup, but can get to the basket and can score.
Rangers are in their motion offense. Right now, Gable's directing traffic, puts it on the floor, turns the corner, puts it up too hard off the glass. Once again,
another offensive rebound.
Morgan Leffel with her offensive rebound. And now they kind of set it back up again. A pick on top, a look inside. Want to throw a skip pass, not there. Jurasic has it up on top.
when these teams played back in the Bath tip-off, it was a very low-scoring first half. I was wondering if any team would basically get into almost to the 20-point mark. And I think it was like 9-5 if memory serves me right.
I believe at halftime,
New Knoxville did not score in the second half.
Second
quarter. So it was it opened up a little bit more offense in the first or second half. But boy, in the first half, neither team really offensively.
You put that on first game jitters or or early season jitters. There's a jumper by Halsher. She gets her own rebound, throws it out, swiped there by Gable. And Gable comes down the floor, and Gable has it knocked away or off her knee.
And stay with red ball. Haley Flitterjohn in for New Knoxville, and also now for Marion Local Flyers, 35, Molly Winter.
And number 21, Molly Rethman. So Rethman and Winter step on the floor. Gable with a shot blocked. Rebounded there by Little Flitterjohn, which is Haley.
Another offensive rebound, though, 6 for the Rangers, only able to put 1 back for points. But give Samantha Holscher her second block already of the game, 4 on the season. And you talked about Pullman, how she posts up. Watch Molly Winter as well, number 35. They put their body at work and make it a very wide frame for the defenders to try to fight around. So you have to be smart in how you defend that. You're not going to be able to fight through. You have to use your foot speed to get around it and have backside help defense as well.
There's a drive off the baseline by Halsher. She has it poked away, picked up by the Rangers. And now they settle it up, slow it down. There's a high skip pass by Luffel that goes, but picked up by Gable. Brought back out by Luffel, shot fake, drives off the glass long. Here comes Halsher off the rebound. Gonna go all the way to the left side of the glass, up and in. So Samantha Halsher with a real nice drive and puts it down for a deuce. 6-2 in favor of the Flyers. There's a turnover by the Rangers as they couldn't make the exchange, and there's a hard pass. I mean, Pullman was coming to meet it, and it hit her right in the upper half of the body, off her arms and off her hands. Out of bounds, be a Ranger ball, and we have timeout on the floor, and it'll be a full timeout. So we'll take a break while they take a break, and we'll be right back.
Plygem Residential Solutions is part of Cornerstone Building Brands, North America's largest manufacturer of exterior building products, and the success of our company is directly related to the contributions of our employees. We are currently looking for machine operators, maintenance technicians, forklift operators, and more to join our growing team at our facility in Sydney, Ohio. Plygem offers competitive pay, a full benefits package, as well as opportunities for bonus pay and long-term advancement. Become a part of our strong foundation.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
The Rangers will inbound on the far side of the court at midcourt. Got Morgan Luffel out there ready to take the ball from the referee. And here they go. And comes to Haley Flitterjohn. So Flitterjohn's going to direct traffic for this set.
Picked up some contact on a dribble, no call made, but something that a quick ball handler can force, maybe a cheap foul up front if you can get the call. See once how that rolls out here.
The Rangers are in, I will call it a full flex offense.
Taylor Newman back in right here with basketball number 3 for New Knoxville.
There was an attempted bounce pass into Jurasic that was too long.
Each team with 4 turnovers here in the first 6 minutes. Make it now 5 for the Flyers, 4 for New Knoxville. Gable comes back in for the Rangers. Replacing Jacqueline Luffel. This is very similar a little bit to how that first meeting started off at Lima Bath. Very slow offensively, a lot of defensive pressure, and that pressure really has forced some miscues on the offense.
Olivia DeMonge back in the lineup for the Flyers. And here comes Flitterjohn. Under duress, perhaps, from
There's that contact I talked about.
Molly Rethman contacted on Haley Fletterjohn.
Rethman picks up her first foul of the game.
Rangers get it inbound off of the baseline set. There's Jurasic with a drive, stop, pop, no glass. Newman had it, not quite, and then the Flyers have it, but they touched the out-of-bounds line, so it'll be...
Give that a team rebound. That's the 7th offensive rebound already here in the first quarter for New Knoxville. Only been able to convert it in one time. That was a put back by Jacqueline Leffel. So you talk about rebounding or checking out as some of the keys of the game. Marion Local not getting New Knoxville one and done, but New Knoxville not really taking advantage of the multiple looks as well. Credit that to a couple block shots by Holscher, and New Knoxville's also threw the ball away 4 times, so they've taken the opportunities, if you will, out of their own hands on offense. And Marion Local with the 5 turnovers are also struggling to get some rhythm.
There's a 3 by Jurasic, not there. Holscher gets it off the bounce, off of the floor, goes all the way down, gets it to, I believe, Winner, and Winner puts it up and in.
Again, Holscher pretty quick down the floor and threw a bullet pass into Winner, and Winner did the right thing, kept it above her head. New Knoxville had no answer for her and threw it high off the glass, got her first 2 points. She averages 4 per game.
There is Gable driving, gets it on a runner off the glass and in. So score by Ellie Gable.
Her first points of the game, averaging 12.3 a game, and had some opportunities here. They've all been contested, but that time they've been able to get the ball to drop in off the iron.
There's a pass that goes inside. That's picked off. And now with about 30 seconds to go, here comes Fletterjohn. Gable with it from the right wing. Bingo, 3. So Gable with a tray. That puts the Rangers down by 1.
Final 10 seconds. 3-pointer by Gable, her 7th of the season, now 7 of 14. They gotta get a shot off.
And it would have been good. It was a shot by Holscher, but didn't go down. So after 8 minutes, first quarter here at the Flyer hangar, it's 8 for the Flyers and 7 for New Knoxville. We'll be right back.
Trust us. NKTelco, a small-town company with a big focus on customer service. We build business the old-fashioned way.
Trust us to be your internet provider.
Trust us to help you find the right cable package for your viewing needs.
Trust us to answer your questions any time of the day.
Trust NKTelco to be on call. Deliver and make sure your service is tailored to meet your needs.
We serve commercial and residential customers to meet their communication needs. Trust us at NKTelco.
Trust us!
At CAPT, we use hometown opportunity to make sure that when we have a position open within the facility, it gets put on the website.
We've really been excited to see how that has grown so much over the last several years.
If anyone is looking for a job, it's the best place to go.
We really want to do whatever we can to get folks that are from this community back to this area.
I would recommend any manufacturing company that they take a look at it. It's a very good benefit for companies at no cost.
Okay, just a reminder that NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you high school replays of this game this evening on NKTelco Channel 3 or HD 503. This game can be seen on Saturday the 7th at 12 o'clock at noon, and again on Sunday the 8th at 12 o'clock at noon. So you can also watch these games on demand on NKTelco Sports Facebook page and NKTelco.com. There's an interception by Leffel, over to Gable, over to Leffel, and in. So a steal by the Rangers, out on top, converted into a basket, and the Rangers take a 1-point lead.
6th Marion Local turnover here early in this game. New Knoxville, like you said, converts, capitalizes. That's the big key on the other end with the layup by Morgan Leffel. Her first 2 points, she averages 8.5 a game, but that's what New Knoxville likes to do, is get a steal and in transition score. I'm not real sure what Winter did there, but she got her own rebound and got a couple looks at it and will commit the foul.
And there is a foul, but I have no idea on who. It's on 35. That will be on Molly Winter. Winter got inside, kept the ball above her head again, but there were other hands there with her, and she hit it off the iron, I believe, got her own rebound again, and then
just a second foul of the game for the Flyers. Knoxville has not committed a foul, so clean from that aspect, but a number of turnovers so far by both teams, and that's kind of disrupted the flow a little bit here as these teams play pretty good defense, and that's been the key right now for both teams so far here in the first quarter. Or
there's a back door by Gable to Morgan Leffel on the left side, and Morgan was on the baseline.
Nice job setting up the defense, stared him right in the face. Defense kind of fell in love with the eyes, and when that happened, Morgan Leffel cut back door, beautiful bounce pass. Morgan Leffel back-to-back buckets here in the second quarter.
And Sammy Hulsher with a 3 from the right wing. So 11-11 score here in the second, I'm sorry. There's a three-pointer that's a little long by Fletterjohn, rebounded there by the Flyers.
Hulsher on the season, only 4 3-point shots attempted, 1 of 4 coming in. Now she's 1 of 2. Remember the desperation at the end of the first quarter, and then buries that one in the second quarter. So not many attempts for Samantha Hulsher. Now make it 2 for 6 on the season, with the last one she made for their 11th point.
And there's a tie-up for a loose ball out above the circle or between the circles.
Be a turnover.
And possession arrow will go to New Knoxville.
So the 7th turnover, the second quickly here in the second quarter. So 5 turnovers for the Flyers in the first quarter, 2 quickly here in the second, for a total of 7. New Knoxville, 4 turnovers in the first quarter, none here in the second, and they've outscored the Flyers now. Should say 4-3 early to start the second quarter.
Nice move along the baseline by Gable, where she went in, backed up, changed hands, changed direction, and then as she got the defense moving one way, she slipped by them the other way. You'll see it here, watch her. And up and in off the glass with her right hand. Goes to the line now to shoot 1 for 3.
Olivia Demange with the personal foul.
That's right on the money. So Gable with a 3-point play the old-fashioned way. And here come the Flyers. Ball
Gable,
goes to
very
Sammy.
Good free throw shooter on the season, 86% for Ellie Gable. 19 of 22 coming into the game. Make it now 20 of 23 from the free throw line. Another turnover for the Flyers. Another nice
entry pass from Gable at midcourt to Morgan Leffel, who had her head up right at the basket. Caught it, scored, and was fouled.
Take another look at it here. That's from across the court. Nice touch pass. Not a lot of room to operate. And got the foul called against Heidi Rethman. But with Gable and her teammates know, you have to be awake all the time. She's looking for you, and more times than not can find you in a nice spot.
Leffel with the 3-point play the old-fashioned way. So the Rangers have just racked up 2 the old-fashioned way.
And 2 back-to-back traditional or old-style 3-point plays for the Rangers. They've come out here offensively now, and after only scoring 7 in the first quarter, 10 here quickly in less than 3 minutes. A 6-point lead, the biggest of the game for either team.
Just that I just want everybody to know, because Hulsher is left-handed doesn't mean she can't go right, because she can. She has a nice big swing step where she can rock and roll the defender. But
not afraid to go either direction, and can put her nose, and once in a while it'll get her into trouble, maybe a little bit, but more times than not she makes something positive happen.
Well, a shot by Pullman wasn't there, and the rebound then by Holman as she slashed in from the outside. Somebody missed a check out, and she kind of snatched the rebound away from, I believe, Jurasic when she went up.
We'll take a good look here. I don't know if any Ranger really had it, but Holman came in. Yeah, Meg would have had it, but Holman alertly able to get it and earns the first 2 free throws of the game for the Flyers.
So Holman buries the first one, 17-12.
Holman at the line this season, 4 of 8 coming in, make it 5 of 10.
Fletterjohn has it on the left side, drives, And it'll be a bump, I think, by someone as she tried to attack the glass.
Be a second one on Molly Rethman, the same way, or if you will, she got her first foul, and that was trying to guard Flutterjohn too close and just too much body as Flutterjohn had to step on her, and Rethman tried to, what do you say, maintain defensive stance and just could not keep up and commits her second foul. She checks out.
There's a dump inside. Morgan Leffel from the right wing for a three, not there. And ball is ripped down there, I believe, by Holman, and it is. Gives it to Halsher, and Halsher brings it across the timeline.
Holman a couple of rebounds. She averages 7 a game in this young season. Has had a couple big ones here in the last couple of possessions for her team. But Elena Pullman makes herself very wide underneath. Needs to be able to receive and kick out.
Three-point shot there by Heidi Rethman, and she buries it from the top of the circle.
She's our leading three-point shooter on the season, coming in 7 of 19 for 36%. Pretty good percentage for Heidi Rethman. She makes her 8th of the season in 20 attempts.
And there's a shot by Leffel, no good. Rebounded by DeMond. She rips it off and brings it up, and here it comes with Sam again as Halsher has it. Goes between her legs. Looks inside there with and there's a ball on the floor. And stay with the Flyers, as I believe
one of the rare
Rangers.
times you can go baseline and kick it. Holscher thought it was going to go out of bounds, but had enough backspin on after, and it would have been. I mean, that is backspun. I think she and everyone else thought it was going out of bounds, and it kind of spun backwards, and it gives them the ball and keeps their possession, I should say, on the tie-up.
Now they bring it out to Halsher top. She sets things up, looks, goes to the right side, dumps it inside.
Well, they're definitely looking for the top down. Pullman up top. They have Winter. Now they've got Holman in there, so they've got some size, if you will, to do top downs. And Knoxville's done a decent job so far here in this game preventing that from happening.
And there's a shot from the outside by Halsher. Nope, I'll take that back. I believe it was DeMange, yeah.
Number 20.
There's a shot by Newman from the corner. Rebounded by Leffel. Up, no good. Rebounded by Holman.
Another offensive rebound for the Rangers, but not able to convert. They had 7 offensive rebounds in the first quarter. Made a bucket there for 2 points. And their first here in the second, as there's another Flyer turnover. That gives them 10 in a game, 5 in each quarter turnovers. So those turnovers are taking chances from their team from scoring, and it's pretty simple. They didn't get many shots off in the first quarter, only 7. You add in 5 turnovers, and New Knoxville, on the other hand, 15 shots in the first quarter, but had all the offensive rebounds. That helped them get a little bit more few attempts, and you're not going to score if you can't get attempts off. So Marion Local like to cut down on these turnovers and get some more attempts.
Gable with a shot from three-point land, not good. And I believe we're going to have over the back or a pushing, and it'll be on number 30, Meg Jurasic.
Her second foul of the game. The Rangers only have 2 fouls. They're both on Meg Jurasic. Keep that in mind, because she's their main, if you will, interior player, and she will sit down here with 2 minutes, 9 seconds to go. And this is going to be a little bit of a matchup problem. They'll have to do some switching around. You see when 2 guards Winter, it looks like Morgan Leffel will get that task, and Newman on Pullman. So those are the, and then you have Ellie Gable, it looks like, on Brooke Homan. So the Flyers have a little bit of size advantage on the interior.
I believe there was a 3-second violation called there, but I didn't catch on whom.
Yeah, it was quick. Either that or it was a travel. I don't know. I didn't see the hand signal. But Derryberry did say something, but no argument given by either team. And good job by Flutterjohn with the crossover.
Flutterjohn with a pull-up at about 14 feet and buries it from the left elbow.
That's what you need to do, is protect the ball, keep it low. The defense overplayed, and when she went by him, it's 5-on-4, if you will, and she was able to pull up inside the paint and get the soft shots drop for her first 2 points.
$19-15 here with a minute 22 to go. There's a three-pointer from the outside, and Pullman goes for it, throws it back and hits a Ranger, and then off the Ranger out of bounds. So nice save by Elena Pullman as she gets one for the team.
Their third offensive rebound of the quarter. We'll see once if they can cash in here. They trail by 4, the minute 16 to go.
Extra possession. There's a pass inside to Winner as she was isolated. Another nice save by Pullman as she throws it backwards, and there Pullman is going to be fouled by Taylor Newman.
And there's what speed does. She just had made her mind up. She had a crease. She went at it. Knoxville not able to get in front of her, and she's had a couple nice plays saving the ball from going out of bounds for the Flyers. But Marion Local really has some interior advantage here with Pullman, Homan, and Winner. See once if they can utilize it. Knoxville has to be smart about how they try to play defense. They're not going to fight through the interior girls. They have to use their feet to get around them.
Pullman has it, throws a skip pass cross court, a little high, I believe, for Rethman, out of bounds.
7th turnover, so 12 in the game, and Marion Local maybe should feel a little fortunate. They're only down by 4 points with the 12 turnovers. Knoxville, after committing 4 turnovers in the first quarter, have yet, at least to my knowledge, have a turnover in the second quarter. So they've done a much better job, the Rangers have, of protecting, taking care of the basketball.
So Jurassic's back in the lineup with her fouls. A little offense, defense. And
Knoxville, a break there that it didn't get stolen. The pass was
bad.
Kind of forced in there, yeah, and it was knocked away. Marion Local could not come away with it. A lot of people on her. If there's someone, the Rangers, when they double team Meg, someone's got to find an opening and be ready for the out pass.
There is a nice move off the glass and down. Went right, complete
shot,
pivot, and went up on the left side.
10 seconds.
9.
Jurassic's first 2 points
7,
of the game.
6, 4. Pullman looks, lets it fly from 3. Off the floor as Jackenleffel grabs it. So after 2 quarters, it's the Rangers 21, the Flyers 15. We'll be back in a minute or two to give you the first half stats and get ready for the second half.
In the Grand Lake Health System, great health care is about creating a personalized experience. We're here for you at every stage of your life, to care for you with compassion and courtesy, to support you with an honest approach that values communication and actively seeks your collaboration, to treat you in a safe, welcoming environment where quality and service always come first, to create truly grand experiences. For more, visit grandlakehealth.org/grandexperience.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler, with tools like person-to-person payments, Pop Money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community, with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Welcome back to the hangar, where the Grand Lake Health Systems is proud to present tonight's game with the first half stats. Here's Jeff Henson.
Right now, the game for the Flyers has been kind of turnover riddled. That's the big stat I see. We'll start from the top, though. The Rangers 27 attempts, making 9. Marion Local only 13 attempts, making almost half, 6. 3-point shooting for the Rangers, not very good, just 1 of 6. Marion's connected on a very good 66%, 2 of 3. Not many free throws taken. Knoxville's perfect. Marion 1 of 2. Rebounds are even, but the turnovers 8 more there for the Flyers. They had 5 in the first quarter, 7 in the second. That's really limited their shot attempts. Knoxville has less turnovers plus more offensive rebounds. Knoxville came up with 7 offensive rebounds. All of them in the first quarter were able to put one of those possessions back for points. And also, Knoxville got a couple points off of a steal in transition. So a couple points here the Rangers have picked up that as a team you don't like to give up. 1 on offensive rebound and 1 on a turnover. So that's kind of where we're at right now. A long way to go. We expected a close game. It's there. And Marion Local, I'm sure, would like to clean it up a little bit, keep better control of the ball, and then let their offense get a chance to score and see what they can do. And for Knoxville, like to shoot a little bit better and you maybe capitalize a little bit better on the offensive opportunities you've had, but they did come back and outscore the Flyers 14-7 in the second quarter to take what is now a 6-point lead in the game.
Okay, second half underway. The Rangers come out with a 2-1-2 zone or 2-3 zone, and there's a steal by Gable at mid-court at the top of and she's up on the right side, doesn't make it. Rebounded by Jacqueline Leffel. She has the stick back for the basket. Nice follow-up by Leffel. Looks like the starting lineups are about identical. Rethman, DeMage, Holscher, Pullman, and Holman for the Flyers. Leffel, Jurasic, Gable, and Newman for New Knoxville.
Jacqueline Leffel, maybe not known so much for her rebounding, but has 2 big offensive rebounds today, both put back for points. She has 4 in the game. Both those have come off of offensive rebound. Good job by her hustling down, not hoping that her teammate would miss the layup, but there in case she did, and she was able to finish it up for the Rangers.
There's a nice rebound by Holman off the backside, and Holman has the stick back for a deuce. So 17-23, Gable has it for the Rangers, and she's between the circles, zigzags, stops, kicks, and they bring it back to her at the top.
Holman answers up for the Flyers just like Leffel did for the Rangers. Jacqueline with an offensive rebound, so both teams have traded offensive rebounds. Nice step through.
Nice step around by Meg Jurasic as she got around the initial post defender, cut towards the baseline, angled back up, and got her
4th
jumper
point
down.
of the game, averaging for the New Knoxville 14.3 on the season. Meg Jurasic, the leading Ranger scorer, now with 4 points.
There's a kick in. Nice shot by Pullman under double teaming, and she kept it above her head.
And used the glass.
Yes. Gable from just inside the 3-point line, and we're with a deuce, so it's 28-19.
Gable now with 10 points, leading all scorers. Again, she came in averaging 12.3, 10 points now for the sophomore guard.
Rangers back into their man-to-man, and on a baseline drive there by Rethman, she loses the handle out of bounds.
Had the right idea. She went baseline. Newman slid over to defend, and for New Knoxville, fortunately, went off Rethman's leg, and for the Flyers, they probably were hoping for a little bit of contact, but pretty good play. I mean, Rethman, the turnover didn't help, but right idea going baseline, had a crease, just lost the handle of it.
Molly Rethman enters the lineup for the Flyers. Gable had tried to pass it twice and had it knocked away. Holscher has it. She's leading the break, throws a skip pass across. Over on the right side to Heidi Rethman, and Heidi Rethman scores off the glass.
But in transition, the Flyers do what they need to do, get the turnover and go down and get a basket.
There's a skip pass stolen. Here comes Rethman, no good. Now Holscher has it, brings it out on top. She's going to set it up. Rangers in a man-to-man. Over to Molly Rethman. Now to Holscher again. Back to Heidi Rethman. Looking for Pullman. Pullman has it. She dropped it. I don't think she could dribble. Don't dribble.
Never real sure how that worked. She didn't. It was more of a mishandled, like a muff. I don't know. Some officials say that was a dribble. Others say she didn't intentionally start a dribble, so it's nothing. But tough shot.
There's a contact underneath. Rethman gets it over to Holscher, and Holscher uses her patented left hand, drives across the key, puts up a shot, fouled there by Jacqueline Leffel.
Multiple opportunities in this possession for the Flyers. They'll look to cash in now from the line from Samantha Holscher, who had 7 first half points. Will be at the free throw line here with a chance to cut into the 6-point lead. Holscher on the season.
Holscher on the 70%.
So 7 of 10 coming in, and misses that one as Leffel leaves with the first foul, and Haley Flitterjohn in for her.
And Holscher makes the next one. Nothing but nets. Little pressure right now by the Flyers.
8 points now for Samantha Holscher. Don't get trapped in a corner. You've got a problem if you do that with Pullman trapping. They're in a 1-3-1 now, and it makes it very difficult with Pullman up top. She can keep the ball on one side.
There's a pass too high to Jurasic off her fingers and gathered in there by the Flyers. Halsher has it, coming in between the circles. Rethman skips it over to Holman. Holman looks, almost stolen. Drive there by Halsher, stop, pop, no good, off the backside of the iron. And a tie-up on the floor between Newman and Rethman.
Ball will go to the Rangers on the defensive rebound, and Molly Winter in now for Brooke Holman. So again, a couple size-wise right now, the Flyers, and they now extend that 1-3-1 to full court. And again, Pullman up top makes it very difficult to reverse the ball, and their arms are long. Be careful where you stop. They can trap, and nice job by New Knoxville not getting into the trap zone, utilizing the bounce pass to avoid it. When you throw it that high, though, it allows the defense to recover.
There's a three by Leffel from the right wing off the front edge, rebounded there by, I believe, Rethman.
But that's one thing we'll keep an eye on with Pullman up top. If you throw it over her head, she may not get the steal.
Winter's asking for it, and
Leffel's gonna get the call for the foul. I don't think they'll count the basket there.
Winter powers it up. Winter is fouled, and they gave her the basket. She got hammered. She almost took another player with her as she was fouled. There it is.
Give her the basket. I thought the foul, maybe I saw the foul sooner. It wasn't called till later, so give her the continuation foul on Morgan Leffel. Basket Molly Winter. Winter averages 4 points a game, converts the free throw.
So Winter with the old-fashioned three-point play.
But here's that 3-point, or that 1-3-1, and again, just by throwing it, that's a deep three.
And nothing there. Rebound. Handled there by Rethman. Now to Halsher.
So the defense right now giving that 1-3-1, maybe giving the Rangers a little bit of fit. Obviously, when you don't score, the defense wins. Rethman, nice move.
And Rethman's shot, she rebounded. She shot it again, and it was blocked out of bounds. So it will be Flyers ball underneath their own basket.
Well, they've done damage on the offensive glass. That's her 5th offensive rebound. Only converted it for 2 points, but they're getting a lot of attempts here in the third quarter.
Well, they couldn't get what they wanted along the baseline, so they kicked it out to Halsher on top. Now they're looking at Winter inside. Jurasic's on her. They leave it around, reverse it. Here comes Pullman towards the ball. Nothing there.
Who said basketball wasn't a contact sport?
There's Winter with a rebound. She got contact on the way to the glass.
She
took down one person.
She almost could have been called for a charge. I mean, she went at the basket and dislodged Jurasic a little bit. No call was made, and they can't capitalize on those multiple possessions. Looks like New Knoxville will take a timeout.
So there is a timeout on the floor, and it's a full timeout. So we'll take a break with them. We'll be right back.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Grand Lake Health's presentation of high school athletics on NKTelco Sports is brought to you by American Trim, Frost Roofing, Hometown Opportunity, Minster Bank, Ply Gem, Precision Strip, Schwieterman's Pharmacy, New Knoxville Supply, Ferguson Construction. Keys to the game were brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Replays are sponsored by Winners Meats. Player of the game will be brought to you by NKTelco. And our scoreboard is First National, Think First. Once again, you can see both. You can see the replays of this tonight's game. You can see them on Saturday at noon and also on Sunday at noon this weekend. For the Flyer people, I'm sure that'll be a possibility, because if you don't know, the Flyers will be playing at 10 o'clock Saturday morning in the state finals for football. So
going for their 11th state title under Coach Goodwin. They've been in multiple divisions. This one will be for Division 7. They've been in anywhere from Division 5 way back when, so they've won some in Division 6 and some in Division 7. So good luck to the Flyers. Also good luck to the Anna Rockets, who open up their first ever tournament state final or state championship game on Friday night at 10 o'clock in the morning as well.
Turnover there to the Rangers as they pick off the long pass. Winner is asking for the ball inside. They don't get it to her. Now they exchange sides.
Mentioned basketball here. Coach Godmiller has the boys head coach. This will be the 9th year in a row they've played in a state championship game. So very common for the football team to be playing week 15, which really jostles around the boys' schedule. So they'll have to rearrange a bunch of games and get 22 games in between basically next week and the end of February, beginning of March. But the 9th straight time I think they played in a state title championship game.
And there's a ball shot by Rethman and out of bounds off of Rethman as she tried to rebound her own missed shot.
64 seconds to go. New Knoxville only 6 points here in the quarter. Marion Locals outscored them, and New Knoxville now 5 turnovers. So tale of two halves. You turn the ball over, you can't score. And Marion Locals has been getting them. They've been taking decent care of the basketball, just 2 turnovers. A lot more shot attempts. They've been getting some offensive rebounds, and as a result, they've climbed back into within 2 points.
Back to Halsher on top. They had one set, didn't get what they wanted. Gonna set it again. Skip pass to the right wing. Back to Rethman at top. Pass for her. Oh, blocked there by Leffel. Rebounded though, picked up by Halsher and put in for Halsher. 14 seconds to go here in third quarter.
Leffel records her 3rd block of the season, but more alertly, Samantha Halsher there to pick it up for their 2nd offensive putback bucket off a rebound tonight, or in the 3rd quarter. So good job by Halsher wiping off the Leffel block shot.
There's a nice pass from Gable to Jacqueline Leffel as she goes down the right side and lays it in for an easy basket. So after 3 complete, it is the Rangers 29, the Flyers 27. We'll take a quick break and be back with quarter number 4 here from the hangar at Marion Local.
Schwiedemann Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
All right, 2-point game. New Knoxville on top here with 8 minutes to go in this contest. Jeff, got any interesting thoughts on quarter number 3?
Flyers took advantage of the opportunities in the 3rd quarter. They outscored New Knoxville by 4, 12-8. They did so by shooting 5 of 14. New Knoxville 4 of 7. So right there, only 7 attempts by New Knoxville. 14 attempts by the Flyers. Flyers added a couple of free throws to win the scoring margin in that quarter number 3, 12-8. New Knoxville, though, turned the ball over 5 times in 3rd quarter. Marion Local just twice. So it was kind of a flip-flop of way back when Marion was turning the ball over. New Knoxville was getting all the offensive rebounds, and got a 2-point game here the final 8 minutes. Good top down.
Nice top down.
Talked about it in the first half, and he didn't get it done, but Pullman with a nice touch pass as Molly Winter had Jurasic on her hip and held her there. And
Fletterjohn with the drive, and the pop off the block doesn't go down for her, but she goes to the line. She'll be shooting 2.
Would you call that New Knoxville's version of top down?
No, not really.
You've got Fletterjohn at 5'5" and Gable at 5'6", working it.
Yeah,
the result is a foul
in.
Against the Flyers. I missed who it was on.
Haley's first shot didn't go.
Take a look at it here. Oh, it's probably Molly Winter,
I think
35.
it's Winter.
She picks up her second foul. That's just the first foul against the Flyers here in the second half. New Knoxville only with 2 fouls, so foul trouble really not an issue for either team.
Fletterjohn makes a second, so the Rangers slip up by 1. And Ruthman steps out as Halsher steps back on, and here comes Halsher with the ball. Molly Ruthman over there on the left wing. Back to Halsher over here on the right wing, and they bring it all the way around to Holman, and they got marbles on the floor. Somebody lost their candy.
I don't think they threw it to Steve Warren, do you?
No, I think it rolled out on the floor. Somebody's embarrassed. I see some chuckling going on over there, so I think it went out there by accident. All right, Flyers inbound right over here on the right side. Ruthman to Halsher. Now back to Ruthman. Looking at Pullman down in the corner. And Winter put one up there. The backside help was maybe just a skosh late, and I believe that Morgan Leffel's going to pick up the foul.
Her second foul, the third Ranger foul of the half. Molly Winter back to the free throw line. She was there once in the third period and made her only attempt to finish a 3-point play.
And Winter's first attempt is a little short off the edge. Coach Stribe says, follow through, follow through. Have to see once if she looks like a swan when she's done. She does. And she makes it. Nothing but nets for Winter.
8 points for Molly Winter, came in averaging 4 points a game, so has doubled her average. And again, pressure by the Flyers with Pullman up top. Big wingspan makes it difficult. And that's what the Flyers want. They want New Knoxville to throw it high in the air. That gives the defense, it may not seem like much, but gives them a chance to recover. Bounce pass is what New Knoxville needs to do to break down the defense. You can bounce it quicker than you can lob it above the high in the air.
Gable thought about it, then put it on the floor, went to the baseline.
A lot of trouble down there in the corner. Luckily, New Knoxville able to get out. I thought maybe when you pick your dribble up, that's a trap zone.
Skip pass all the way to the other side. Leffel there. Now Gable tried to go over the top. Pullman knocks it down. Fletterjohn from the left wing for a 2.
But a big shot. Not a whole lot going right for New Knoxville in that possession. And almost turn it over, but get a big jumper from Fletterjohn for her 5th point.
So there's another top-down version right there. Halsher with it off the left wing, no good. And the ball was held for quite a while above the head, but Winter prevails with the strength to go up and put it in. And that'll be a foul on Jurasic.
Her 3rd. Yeah, that ball was almost, if you want to say held, it could have been a tie-up. And the end of the battle was Winter's able to push it forward, if you will, and that drew the foul against Jurasic. Winter misses her first of these 2 free throws.
Jacqueline Leffel steps on the floor for NK. Molly Winter steps back to the line for 1. And she gets that one. So Heidi Ruthman steps back on the floor, gives Molly Winter a break.
Winter checks out, I believe, with 9 points at 2 in the first half, 7 here in the second half. So she's done a nice job coming off the bench. You got to give, if you're the non-ball handler, you got to give your ball handler a lane to throw it in, and can't.
And Pullman was in a bit of a jam, so Coach Stribe calls timeout. 30-second timeout. We'll stay right here. Once again, don't forget, folks, that you can see these ball games at 12 o'clock on Saturday and Sunday also at 12 o'clock on this coming weekend, December 7th and 8th. And you can watch these games on demand on NKTelco Sports Facebook page and at NKTelco.com. Once again, the sponsors for this evening's broadcast for the Grand Lake Health presentation on NKTelco Sports. Keys to the game brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Replays by Winners Meats. The player of the game will be NKTelco, and our scoreboard sponsor is First National Bank. Think First, American Trim, Frost Roofing, Hometown Opportunity, Minster Bank, Plygem, Precision Strip, Schwederman Pharmacy, and New Knoxville Supply, and Ferguson Construction are your sponsors for this evening's broadcast on NKTelco with the help and the guidance of Grand Lake Health.
These two teams played a close one early in the season with Marion Local winning by 4, 43-39
overtime.
And this is the 53rd meeting all time. Counting that game, Marion owns a 35-17 mark against the New Knoxville Rangers.
Yes, you got to remember there were some strong years in here by the Marion Local Flyers. There's a pass in, and Polpin kept it above her head. She knocked her out a little bit.
Did
no
a
foul.
Decent job, I guess, not committing a foul. But the Flyers, I'll go back to man-to-man, they've done a pretty good job in the 1-3-1. I thought, with creating some havoc for the Rangers, and it's all about ball space. I know one of the coaches mentioned that. I think it was Marion Local actually with key of the game. But boy, you gotta help your teammate out, find the opening when they're being double teamed.
And there's a foul on Morgan Leffel as she's driving to the basket. I don't think she's going to get a two-shot.
Foul goes
on the drive.
Samantha Holscher, actually number 23, just her first foul on Holscher, and for the Flyers, just their second team foul.
Gable has it along the baseline
here in the second half.
Morgan Leffel from the right elbow, short. Maybe didn't just get her shoulders into that one.
Good look, nice out of bounds play, and a 15-footer that you like to. It's kind of an odd shot. You just don't see those shots like that anymore. It's either a three or in the paint, but there's just a second turnover against the Flyers, and the first turnover against the Flyers.
Yeah, that drives Coach Stribe nuts because standing right there in the pass, and I think she just took her eye off it. She was going to maybe do something with it and then forgot to look it in her hand. And there the Rangers returned the favor as they tried to reverse the ball from wing to point and it went wide and out of bounds.
It's easier to see up here, but the angles are tough. Again, if you're the receiving player, you've got to give your teammate
present yourself
a better angle. And
there's a shot, ricocheted, long rebound, run down there by Holscher, almost at the top of the circle. She bounce pass went right back to her. No. I thought she was standing out of bounds.
I think the Rangers actually kicked it.
Okay, that could be the call.
And then Holscher caught it out of bounds, but again, I think it was actually a kick. So it'll stay with the Flyers. 4 minutes, 4 seconds left.
Rethman to Pullman, and Pullman all in one, up and in. Unless he calls it on the floor. Here we go, take a look. And I believe it's called on Morgan Leffel.
Foul's on Morgan Leffel, her third.
And there is no basket, I don't think. The foul was on the floor.
I think when he went over to talk to Coach Stribe, he maybe forgot
to tell the table who the foul was on. So foul on Leffel.
And before the
no
shot,
basket.
So they're going to say there's body contact right there. Bang, bang. Nice shot by Pullman, though. And still, though, this is another look. Still, this possession a result of an offensive rebound, and so the Flyers will look to try to capitalize.
There's a drive right down the paint, off the glass and in. Score by the Flyers.
Heidi Rethman with the basket, 2 points off that multiple possession. Good job by them. They've got 6 points off of offensive rebounds here in the second half.
Leffel has it on the right wing. There's Gable, shows shot, drives, pops. A rejection by Pullman off of Jurassic. The drive into the paint, off of the back of the iron, no good. Rebounded there by Rethman, and she gets the stick back. So Rethman comes up with a big rebound and a putback.
Missed the first one.
I think it was Rethman herself. I think.
But another offensive rebound. That's now 8 points here. They made 4 buckets and offensive rebounds.
All right, Gable has it. Turns the corner at the top. She's going to drive, and she gets fouled on the left-hand runner. And that'll send Gable to the line to shoot 2. Flyers with a 3-point lead here now. 2 minutes, 37 seconds to go. Period number 4. First one by Gable is short. And Taylor Newman back on the lineup for the Rangers for Jacqueline Leffel. And second one is nothing but net. So 2-point lead for the Flyers.
11 points for Gable at 8 at halftime, and now the free throw gives her her 11th.
There's a good move by Holman. Nice post up. Nice pass. And there's a cross-court pass that's tipped by the Flyers. Out of bounds, stays with the Rangers.
A lot of hands for the Flyers. They've been able to get a lot of touches on New Knoxville passes, and New Knoxville, trying to make something happen. But boy, the Flyers defense have had their hands in the passing lanes, making the passes a lot harder for the Rangers to enter. There's a good bounce pass.
And there's Morgan Leffel from the right wing. No good. Battle there, but I think Rethman got the rebound. She did. Went to Holman, now to Halsher. Halsher has it between the circles. Pullman down in the right corner. I don't believe that the Flyers are. There's a back door. Bingo! Elena Pullman with a nice backdoor cut.
Not for sure who threw it to her, but wow.
I believe it was Halsher.
Missed it, but boy, they ran that offense and kind of lulled New Knoxville to sleep. You got to respect the basket. That's the opportunity, if you will, that the Flyers are trying to go at, and they ran it, and then converted.
Okay, timeout on the floor by New Knoxville. And we'll see what that'll be a full. So we'll take a quick break and we'll be right back. 39-33 in favor of the Flyers.
At Joint Township District Memorial Hospital, your comfort and care is our #1 priority. Our surgical nerve blocks are a great way to reduce pain and can be used for arm, shoulder, hip, knee, ankle, and foot surgeries. The nerve blocks decrease the stress of surgery on your body, requires less anesthesia and pain medications, and in many cases can offer relief for several days. Visit grandlakehealth.org for details on all of our services.
American Trim's story started in 1951, and our long family legacy continues today. We are a third-generation family-owned business with locations in Sydney and Walpaugh, and we're hiring for manufacturing positions on first, second, and third shifts. Part-time and full-time positions are available for entry-level and skilled individuals. Please apply at www.amtrim.com or in person. American Trim is a proud sponsor of high school sports and our communities. Come be part of our story.
When you're looking for a big basket, check this out.
Watch Pullman go up,
asked for the ball, and it was Rethman, I believe, that gave her the pass.
Yep. So nice assist by number 21, Molly Rethman. And a good finish there by Pullman to give them now their 6-point lead with 60 seconds to go, clock running.
Leffel now back to Gable. Skip pass, Fletterjohn. She looked, but she didn't act like she wanted to score. Gable thought she would step back. 43 seconds. Jacqueline Leffel from the right wing, off the back of the iron. Rebounded by Jurasic, put up and in. Timeout on the floor, New Knoxville. So 35-39.
A big offensive rebound for the Rangers. They took about 30 seconds to get the score. They waited and looked for the best shot. They settled for a long three, and Jurasic, more importantly, came up, got a rebound, got a quick bucket, and they're down to their final timeout, though. Just a 30-second timeout left.
Right, yeah. The Rangers are down to one timeout with 33, but they're down 4 right now. So they're going to
only have 5 fouls. They're going to have to foul a couple times before they can put the Flyers on the free throw line. And they'll come down with some free throw shooting, and the Flyers on the season only shooting at 53%. Now that's as a team, and it doesn't matter what it is coming into the game. If you hit them when it's your chance, then that's all that matters. But right now, free throws not maybe the strength of the Flyers' repertoire, if you will. So New Knoxville will try to challenge for the ball. If you don't get it right away, you got to foul and get that team into bonus with your second foul.
Pressure, long pass.
Wow, she playing tomorrow? Travel, maybe.
And she traveled. Nice play to get the ball inbounds, basically 15 feet from
Kyle
the basket.
Molenkamp gets hurt. She can suit up. That was a nice hoist. I mean, I've seen some less desirable attempts from those type of plays, and that was a nice throw. And unfortunately, though, the Flyers commit their second turnover. Break for the Rangers. Need to score. Don't need a 3 right away, obviously. You got some time, but need to get something at the basket sooner than later.
Gable off of the pick and the screen. Rebounded there by Holman. No, Rethman. It's Heidi. And she was fouled right there.
Jurasic commits her 4th foul. They'll leave her in. I almost would think they could take her out because you're going to have to foul here sooner than later. But she's still in the game with the 4 fouls. Knoxville's going to have to foul, and they do with Gable committing the foul, just her first.
And that will send them to the line now for 1-and-1.
So and then down quickly, which has been hard for New Knoxville to do against the Marion local defense, and that is kind of score quickly on 5-on-5 situations. So Marion local will be coached to get back and avoid any transition opportunity, force New Knoxville to take some time off the clock. But these free throws here can be make it very difficult for
Make it almost impossible. There's an in and out, rebounded by Leffel. A skip pass, Fletterjohn up and one. Fletterjohn on the layup was hit. She hadn't released the ball yet, but definitely in the act, the ball had been picked up. So that will mean a free throw for her.
A good call by the officials. There was contact down there, and Fletterjohn won't be able to miss this. Got a foul quick.
8 seconds, got a foul, and they do. So Morgan Leffel fouls. The scoreboard's not quite right now.
So a break there for the Flyers, if you will. They don't give, although if New Knoxville makes a free throw, then the worst it can be is having a 3-point deficit if they make both free throws here. Right now, 2 free throws would pretty much seal it. So New Knoxville, again, has got to hope for a miss, got to box out and go quick. New Knoxville does have 1 timeout left. Brooke Homan at the line for the 1+1. Oh, takes timeout now before this.
New Knoxville will take his last one. Yep. All right. So timeout here. I don't know what they're going to have.
It'll be
probably could use a full, but
it's a 30-second timeout. It's all they have left. Okay. So they'll have to go now here. So off the miss, obviously, or if they make both, it's a 4-point game. That's the only way there's going to be out of bounds. I mean, if they make the first one, it's a 3-point game. Miss it, you got to go, and hopefully you can pass the ball up the court quickly and get a decent attempt. But the first thing is New Knoxville needs a miss from Brooke Homan and then secure the rebound. And you got 7 seconds. It's manageable, but you got to think that Marion local is going to put a little bit of pressure up. They don't want to foul. They're in the bonus already, are the Rangers, so any type of foul would put New Knoxville on the free throw line.
However, Marion is not in the bonus yet. They have fouls to give, so they can maybe.
That's my fault. You're right. I said it just backwards.
Yeah.
So Marion could easily foul.
Yes,
Good point.
yes,
I said I was looking at the board wrong, and I was like, wait a second. So yeah, Marion can play aggressive. They can bump,
foul,
yeah.
knock. You know,
make it very difficult for New Knoxville
to go
handle
it again
without any pressure. So big
now
free throws
here's
here for
Holman at the line. Lohman's her first shot, good. So that's a big free throw, and that forces New Knoxville now to hit a three.
Holman with 6 on the game, had 1 point in the first half, 5 here in the second half.
And the second one off the back plate, rebounded by Leffel. Over to Gable. But
they need a three-pointer.
Well, New Knoxville got a shot, didn't make it, but they got the wrong shot actually. They were looking for a three and didn't get it down. So, final score, Marion Local 40, New Knoxville Rangers 37. We'll be back in just a minute or two to give you the recap on tonight's game and the stats. So stick with us, we'll be right back.
SupplyGem Residential Solutions is part of Cornerstone Building Brands, North America's largest manufacturer of exterior building products, and the success of our company is directly related to the contributions of our employees. We are currently looking for machine operators, maintenance technicians, forklift operators, and more to join our growing team at our facility in Sydney, Ohio. SupplyGem offers competitive pay, a full benefits package, as well as opportunities for bonus pay and long-term advancement. Become a part of our strong foundation.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Trust us. NKTelco, a small town company with a big focus on customer service. We build business the old-fashioned way.
Trust us to be your internet provider.
Trust us to help you find the right cable package for your viewing needs.
Trust us to answer your questions any time of the day.
Trust NKTelco to be on call. Deliver and make sure your service is tailored to meet your needs.
We serve commercial and residential customers to meet their communication needs. Trust us at NKTelco.
Trust us!
Okay, we're back here at the hangars as the place is beginning to clear out, but here's Jeff Henson with the stats for the game and also our player of the game. Here we go, Jeff.
Well, the final score, 40-37. Both teams connected on 16 field goals. The Rangers 16 of 43 and the Flyers 16 of 36. They had a little bit better field goal percentage. New Knoxville just 1 of 11 though of those 43 shots, just 1 of 11 from three-point range. The Flyers didn't take many threes, hit on 2 of 4. Free throw line, New Knoxville 4 of 7. Marion Local at 6 of 12. They came in at 53%, so that's about right where they've been, and they survived. They missed some down the stretch, but made enough. Rebounding margin won by the Flyers 29-20. The turnover margin won by the Rangers 10 compared to 16 for the Flyers. So they, if you will, came back even though they had some poor free throw percentage down the stretch, made enough, and also committed more turnovers in the game. Now, most of those turnovers they committed were in the first half, 12 of the 16 in the first half. So much better job by Coach Stryver team. Only 4 turnovers in the second half. They also crashed the glass much better in the second half, and they get a total of 8 points on second chance offensive opportunities. So they use those to kind of come back. They outscored New Knoxville 25-16 in the second half and earn a very physical three-point victory in this first MAC game for both teams. And with that, we'll go into our player of the game, and she is a left-hander and she is a sophomore, and her name is Sammy Holscher. She had a couple blocks tonight, also finished with double-figure points at 10 for the Flyers, and did a nice job running the offense after they kind of settled down in that first half. Did a nice job in the second half, and her team prevails with the win. Congratulations to Sammy Holscher, our player of the game. Other scores For the Flyers, Heidi Rethman with 9, Molly Winter with 9, 6 points apiece from Brooke Homan and Elena Pullman for the total of 40. For New Knoxville, Ellie Gable with 11, 7 from Haley Flutter-John, 7 from Morgan Leffel, 6 apiece from Jacqueline Leffel and Meg Jurasic, their total of 37. And that is your final score here at the Hangar. The Flyers win their first MAC game of the season. The Rangers lose their first MAC game, and the Flyers remain undefeated, 5-0.
So that pushes the Rangers record to 2-3. And like you said, the first league game for each team this year. So that pretty much wraps it up from here. Just like to thank our sponsors. Grand Lake Health is happy to present athletics on NKTelco Sports. And tonight's broadcast was brought to you by American Trim, Frost Roofing, Hometown Opportunity, Minster Bank, Clyde Gem, Precision Strip, Schwederman's Pharmacy, New Knoxville Supply, Ferguson Construction. Keys to the Game, Keyhole Pizza. Replays were brought to you by Winners Meats. Like to thank our camera guys for that. Basically, just one tonight because of a sickness, but excellent job. Some great replays. Player of the Game was brought to you by NKTelco, and of course, that was Sammy Halsher. Scoreboard, First National Bank, think first. Like to thank our director, our producer, Bryce Hambrick, our assistant director, Ian Bullhammer, our cameraman, Ace in the Hole, Scott Robinson. Your announcers for color and stats was Jeff Henshin. Play-by-play was Dennis Henshin. For one last time, NKJVs were victorious, but in the varsity game, Marion Local prevails with a 40-37 victory in this, basically the 2.0 version for the 2019 and 2020 season. The Flyers prevail tonight, 37-40 for the Flyers. That's all. Have a good evening, folks, and we'll see you again in a couple of days. Bye-bye.